Open shelter is one among the 7 different kinds of homes that are stated in the JJ Act. It has very clear references in JJ Act and JJ Model Rules. Open shelters can be opened by the state government or by a voluntary organization or non-governmental organizations. There can be any number of open shelters that can be opened provided when the open shelter registration application is submitted. The need for such an open shelter ought to be submitted in the form of surveys or research or whatever. We have to submit such a need that is being identified in the community to the state while applying for registration. Main objectives that are stated in the JJ Act for open shelter are threefold. First one is protecting the child from abuse. Second one is weaning them away from the life on the streets. When it says weaning them, possibly he may be addicted to some kind of drugs or any kind of bad habits, that this open shelter will work to wean him away from that life on the streets. And the third one is keeping them away from the life on the streets. When it says keeping them, which means he may not be addicted to any kind of bad habits, but just he likes to hang around on the streets. So just by being out on the streets itself, he may be exposing himself to lots of different kinds of dangers. So this open shelter's objective is to keep him away from the life on the streets so that he would be safe. In the open shelter, there can be 2 kinds of children. One is those who use the facility only during the daytime. They come in the morning, use the facility and go home in the evening. And there is a second group of children who reside in the facility. If a child has to reside in the facility, he has to be approved by the Child Welfare Committee of that particular district. At the open shelter, admission cannot be denied to any child at any time of the day, provided there is space available and provided permission has been obtained by the respective Child Welfare Committee of the district. Open shelters are required to submit a monthly report to District Child Protection Unit of the total number of children who have availed the facility for the whole month. That is to categorize children who used it during the daytime and to categorize the children who are using the facility as residing individuals. So this entire numbers have to be given to the DCPU. And the last thing is, in charges of the open shelter ought to be given training at the minimum for 15 days.